Doctor, what are the different type of surrogacy options we have? क्या होते हैं different types के surrogacy?
So basically दो टाइप होते हैं, there are two types. एक होता है कमर्शियल, जहाँ पे आप पेमेंट करते हो, you pay the surrogate and she bears the baby for you. And एक होता है altruistic. Altruistic means that the mother does not take anything, the surrogate does not take any payment for it, she is doing it out of a goodwill.
How to decide, like there are two types of surrogacy, right? So how to decide which type of surrogacy is right for the one? कौन सी के लिए हमें जाना चाहिए, कौन सी के लिए हमें नहीं जाना चाहिए?
So we don't have a choice because it depends upon the laws of the country. Like India has come out with a law which is going to ban commercial surrogacy. So we are not going to have a choice. We are only going to do altruistic surrogacy. And the law was very much needed because there was a lot of misuse happening on surrogacy. But yes, it will cause a problem because it's very difficult getting an altruistic surrogate who is just willing to do it for nothing. There are certain countries who allow commercial surrogacy, like India was doing till now. So everybody was availing commercial surrogacy. There is no medical indication I can give you that you take this or that. Both surrogacies medically are the same. It is just the financial transactions which are different.
Doctor, who are the intending parents and prospective surrogates?
So prospective surrogate is the lady whom you recruit, in whom you are going to put an embryo of the prospective parents. So what we do is that if an infertile couple comes to us the wife cannot bear her own child, maybe because she doesn't have a uterus, maybe because of some medical problem, severe heart disease, then we take out her egg, fertilize with husband's sperm, make the embryo. Now this embryo is genetically this couple's, and we prepare a surrogate, make her uterus fertile, and we put in the embryo at the time which is right. So the surrogate for 9 months will bear this baby, will deliver this baby, and then the baby is handed over to the intending parents, the genetic parents. Intending parents are genetic parents.
Doctor, what are the pregnancy conditions that disqualify one from being doing a surrogacy or being a surrogate?
So all the conditions which contraindicate a pregnancy are the ones which disqualify the surrogate. So let's say if she is underage, she is disqualified, right? She has to be more than 23. If she is over 35, again, it becomes a high-risk pregnancy. It's against the law. We do not take her. Same way, if she's very underweight, let's say she's 35 kgs, we will not take her. If she is obese, we will not take her. If she's severely anemic, or she has a heart disease or a kidney disease, or she is diabetic, hypertensive, again, these are conditions which are cause adverse effects in pregnancy. Then in the as far as the gynecological conditions are concerned, the uterus should be perfectly normal. There should be no adhesions in the uterus, no fibroids. There should be no complications such as an incompetent os where she can have early abortions. She should not be a previous cesarean section. She should not have had history of a difficult delivery before, or a complication in pregnancy like a high blood pressure or severe bleeding. So all these are histories which we take before we take on a surrogate.
Thank you, doctor, for answering this. What are your suggestions for people looking for a surrogacy? जो surrogacy के लिए सोच रहे हैं, क्या suggestions देना चाहोगे आप उन्हें?
So surrogacy actually is a big boon to parents who can't bear the genetic child. Like if there's a woman who's had a uterus removal and she needs a baby, or she genetically doesn't have a uterus, to have a genetic child, this is the one way. So with the law coming out, my suggestion is that yes, go for surrogacy, but you will have to get a clearance from the board. There is going to be a board where you will have to go put in your case, and it is done only for medical reasons. It cannot be done for the simple reason that you don't have time to bear a child, or you don't want to bear a child because your body may become, obese. So in that case, you have to have a medical indication for surrogacy. You will get a certificate from the board, which will allow you to do surrogacy. You'll go to the IVF center doing the surrogacy. The surrogacy will be done by a mother who is altruistic. That means she will not take any payment. She will do it from the good of her heart. So best is if you can find your own surrogate, maybe somebody related to you, but falling in the norms of the law, that is between 23 and 35 years old with one child, a perfectly normal delivery and medically cleared.
Doctor, what are the various countries where the surrogacy is legal?
So there are some countries where it is legal. USA is one of those countries, but not all states of USA. But in fact, surrogacy started in USA. It was one of the pioneers for surrogacy. Besides that, we have Mexico, Greece, Ukraine, Georgia, even Russia is doing it. Thailand used to till 2015, and then they banned it because there were some parents who refused to take the child because the child was abnormal, so the baby was left just like that. Similar things happen in India also. There was a Japanese couple who refused to take the baby. So these countries, yes, it is easily available and it is under the law. There is nothing illegal about it. But many countries have banned surrogacy.
Doctor, what happens to a surrogate mother after she delivers the child? क्या होता है उसके साथ? Where she goes? What happens? Does she connect with the parents and the child? क्या होता है उनके साथ?
So, surrogate mothers are, see, till now we were having commercial surrogacy and they were doing it for money. They really did not have attachment to the child they were bearing. And the surrogate mother is kept in a home and looked after by the surrogate agency. All medical provisions are given to her. She delivers in a hospital which the intending parents choose. So if they want to choose a very high-end hospital, they can choose it. She undergoes her delivery, and post-delivery, the baby doesn't come to her because we do not want any kind of attachment developing. So the baby goes to the nursery. The mother is perfectly looked after in all ways. She stays in the surrogate home to tide over her whatever little period of postpartum so that she doesn't have to work at home and all. When she is perfectly normal, she goes back home. So she is totally looked after by the surrogate agency till she is normal. The birth certificate of the baby is always in the name of the intending parents, the genetic parents. But the delivery occurs in the name of the surrogate. However, legally they are very sure that, okay, this baby is now the intending parents' baby. The surrogate cannot claim that baby. Legal papers are signed earlier.
Thank you, doctor, for clearing out all the queries of our viewers. Little queries, but helping out many people out there looking for surrogacy. And with this, we sign off for this session.
Thank you so much for having me on board.
Thank you, ma'am.